What's going on, everybody? It's Caveman here, giving you a little update. As you can see, I am in a truck. There's my stuff, mattress back there. Nothing special. It's just a 2016 Freightliner Columbia mid-roof. It's the basic of basics. So let me get you caught up of where I left off last time. Last time was Friday when I made the video of me getting off Trainer's truck. So after I got off Trainer's truck, as soon as I got off the Trainer's truck, I tested out, which means, I had to go around the block, do a backing test like I explained in my last video. So once I did that, I go to seating and say, hey, I passed everything, I'm good to go, I need my own truck. And she's like, okay, well, we'll give you a call when there's a truck available. So I sit in a hotel the rest of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So that's, 4 days I'm sitting in a hotel not getting paid. That's the only bad part I've seen with Western so far. The first being, just the wait time for everything. I was done with orientation. It took a little over a week to get a trainer. And granted, you're sitting in a hotel not making any money. So, it's... And then the only money you do get is if you do flatbed, which I think I got $180 or something like that. So, it's not a whole lot, especially if you have bills back home to pay. So anyways, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday rolls around. Tuesday rolls around, and about noon, I get a call from seating. She's like, hey, we have a truck for you. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to get you a bus ticket down there and a hotel room for the night. Because the bus left about 7 p.m. on Tuesday and didn't get down to Atlanta, Georgia 10 p.m. Wednesday night. So you're talking a full day and a couple hours on a bus. So it was it was a ride, let me tell you. So finally I get down to Atlanta, and Atlanta, where they drop you off at the bus station, the nicest part of the town you could be in. I'm saying that as a joke because it was terrible. We get off the bus, there's prostitutes, there's guys haggling you for money. It was rough. And then the hotel that got me was in a no better spot. It was right next to, it was a red roof that was right next to a little gas station convenience store that had women working the corners there. So the chances of you getting robbed down in Atlanta where I was at were pretty high. But anyways, besides all that, get to Atlanta 10 p.m., about 10:30, go to bed, wake up, and go to the terminal here in Atlanta, find my truck, and do all my, what I do when I first got my truck was I did a thorough pre-trip, because you don't want anything happening your first couple days. You want to make money. Well, that didn't happen for me. So I go and I pre-trip my truck. Everything checks out, and I start organizing everything, like the chains. For some reason the guy had everything inside the truck underneath the bunk and not in the headache rack. Like, we have a headache rack for a reason. Hang your chains, hang your chain binders, snap binders, whichever one you got, coil racks, lumber, stuff like that. He had his lumber out there, but everything else was underneath the bunk. And usually when the truck is ready, they had a piece of green sheet of paper on the windshield saying it was good. Usually, they clean it out. But I gotta say, they didn't do a very good job cleaning it out at all. I don't know. They picked it up, but sweeping wise, they didn't sweep it out. They didn't, they got all the big stuff. That was about it. They didn't sweep anything out. So I get in the truck, get everything organized, and DM messages me and says, hey, is there any empties down there? I tell him, yeah. I was like, it's a step deck. And he's, all right, go ahead and hook up to it. So I hook up to it, about an hour and a half goes by. He goes, hey, go ahead and unhook from that step deck. We have no use for it. I All right, no problem. Then I go to unhook from the trailer, and that's when I realized the handle for the fifth wheel bent. And I didn't realize it because, it was locked out when I first arrived at the truck. So, it didn't appear to me that it was bent. So I had to have a mechanic come out, hold the fifth wheel handle out while I drove forward a little bit. And then, I told the mechanic, hey, this fifth wheel's bent. And then, this is after, the truck's been running for about an hour and a half, 2 hours now. And then that's when things start to go wrong. First thing I noticed was the fuel gauge stopped working. It was just between a half and 3/4, and it went straight to empty. I had an alert come up on my dash saying fuel gauge broken or whatever. So I tell the mechanic about that too. And then another hour and a half goes by and nothing. I hear nothing. Mechanics, I ask them when they're going to be able to see me, and they're like, yeah, no, we don't know. Finally, my DM messages me. He's like, hey, go ahead and deadhead up to Nashville. We have empties up there. So I head up there, and I get into Tennessee, and I'm probably 55 miles away from the Nashville terminal for Western. And there's a scale coming up 24, coming up through Tennessee. Of course, it got pulled in, had a complete level 1 inspection done. Luckily, I passed. There was nothing majorly wrong with the truck, even though I'm pretty sure if you wanted to, he could have got me forward to play in my steering, but that was loose. So anyways, get to level 1. The only thing I got to say about it was there was a small leak in one of the airbags for drive tires, or the drive axles. It was a good inspection, so I messaged my DM and said, hey, I just got inspected, yada yada. I get to Nashville, and I get to Nashville just after 5 o'clock. I think it was like 5 after by the time I got there. And of course, my DM goes home at 5 o'clock. So I go around and I ask the garage people, like, hey, I just got an inspection. What do I need to do? So he looks at it and he's like, oh, hey, yeah, he wrote this down on the inspection paper. You need to have it looked at in the garage. I was like, all right, no big deal. There's only 3 trucks here. Shouldn't take that long, right? Wrong. I sat here for a day and a half. It is now Friday at, I don't even know what time. I think it's almost 4 now. Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm sitting here. I'm fixed now, but now I just gotta wait on a load. And the chances of finding a load on a Friday at 4 o'clock in the evening are very slim. So far for my first week, it has not gone smoothly at all. But, I got the major things out of the way. Fuel gauge got fixed, fifth wheel handle got fixed. There ended up not being a leak in the airbags. And another thing was this truck had ants in it. It still has ants. I need to get the truck washed, blow all those ants out. I don't know where they're coming from. And the old mattress ended up having bed bugs in it. But I threw that out as soon as I got into the truck. I just happened to notice it when I got outside and looked at the mattress. There's bed bugs in it. But I haven't gotten bit. I didn't get bit last night. Yeah, I didn't get bit last night. So I also cleaned out the truck more because underneath the where's my finger? There it is. Underneath the bunk, there's a latch right there, and it lifts up the bunk, and then that's where you can access the side boxes in the middle section, and that's where he had all the friction mats, coil racks, chain binders, and stuff like that. He also had a bunch of these like felt padding. He had a bunch of those, and found out that's where the bed bugs were pretty much living at. So I threw anything that wasn't hard plastic away, because I didn't want I don't want bed bugs. I didn't come here with bed bugs. I'm not leaving with bed bugs. So my tip to you guys would be to, if you're, and this goes for any company, not just Western, when you go to pick up a truck that's been driven by someone else, bring you some cleaning supplies with you. Whether it be, those Clorox wipes or some spray and some paper towels, disinfectant, or, whatever. Something that can clean, a general cleaner, an all-purpose cleaner. But, yeah, bring you some of that, because that way when you get in the truck, if it's been driven by someone, it's going to be dirty. Maybe not terrible, but, this truck is filthy. I need to do a clean out on it, but, that's going to have to wait until the weekend when I get home. But, yeah, I told my DM, I was like, hey, this thing has bed bugs and ants. So he's like, alright, we'll head to the terminal, we'll set you up with a new mattress, and they did end up giving me some wipes and stuff like that to clean out the truck. And the other driver left a lot of food behind. Well, not food, but crumbs. There was a lot of crumbs. And he spilled soda, I think, down along the end of the mattress where the plastic is exposed. It was all sticky for whatever, I don't know what it was. Crushed pop cans in the side boxes. So that's probably where all the ants were coming from, or that's where they were hanging out. Like I said, the bed bugs, I don't think it was a huge problem because I haven't seen any crawling around, but we'll see about tonight. We'll see. Like I said, when I get it home, I'll take a thorough cleaning to it, and hopefully we won't have any problems. Hopefully I can get rid of the ants too, because those things, I mean, they're not as bad as they were when they were in Atlanta, but they're still kind of bad. So right now, this week has been a rough week, to say the least. I haven't gotten a load yet. I had a load coming here, but they also didn't, plan on, being here for a day and a half, waiting on the garage to take 15 minutes to fix all my problems. So, alright guys, well, that's going to be it for today's video. I'll probably do another video next week, at the end of next week, and hopefully it's a better week for me. So, I'll see you guys later. Stay safe, and I will see you guys next week. Later.